Hello, Libra. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this August reading. This is a monthly overview for the sign of Libra. Libra can be your sun, your moon, your rising, maybe it's your Venus or your Mars placement. Anywhere you have Libra in your chart, you might turn to this video and find that you resonate with pieces and parts or all. And if you don't, you can always just come back next week when I upload the next video, or you can check your other placements and see where it is that another reading might fit better for you as far as another sign is concerned. And so monthly overview, we're going to do Celtic Cross spread, and using the Radiant Wise Spirit cards here. These are tarot. And tune into your intuition, tune into your higher self, tune into your wisdom and your intelligence. And just remember, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. It might not. Maybe bits and pieces do. Think about the recent past for yourself. Think about a time that speaks to you, that is a week ago, a month ago, 3 months ago. Think about something from the recent past, Libra, because you have the star. Beautiful major arcana attributed to the sign of Aquarius, your air cousin. And what is your current present day energy? For the sign of Libra, your current present day energy, Temperance, another major arcana. Very similar energy, in my opinion, to the star. What is your challenge or your conflict? What's getting in your way in the month of August? The Knight of Wands. Wanting to play, wanting to have fun, wanting to just be footloose and fancy free. Sagittarius energy. What is on your mind? What are you thinking about? What's going on up there in that beautiful brain of yours? The Emperor, another major arcana attributed to the sign of Aries. It's boss energy, it's big daddy energy, it's God energy. What's going on under the surface for you, Libra? What's going on in the subconscious? You might not even be aware that it's there. What is that for Libra? The Ten of Pentacles. Okay. You are really focusing on your coin, on your bank account, on your home, maybe purchasing a home, selling a home, renting a home, flipping a home. What's in your future? What is future energy for the sign of Libra? Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ten of Swords. I was looking at the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. It's an interesting communication, conversation. It's betrayal energy. It could be backstabbing energy. We'll circle back to that. Let's look at the rest of the Celtic cross, and these will be face down. We're looking first for external energy for Libra, and internal energy, and hopes and fears, and your potential future final outcome. And at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is it's a conversation. It's an emotional going back and forth with another person. It is either you presenting your cup, an apology, or can we talk? Let's work this out. Let's talk about dating each other. Let's look at how can we work together and get along and make things good emotionally. Page of Cups. It's an opportunity, an offer, it's a message in the way of something emotional, conversation wise. I always really get the vibe that it's an apology. You offering an apology or someone offering an apology to you. And we always have the choice whether we're going to accept that or not. But there's an offer on the table, something new, something like, I didn't expect that. I didn't think that person was going to circle back and say they were sorry, but they did. And here we are. So Page of Cups is August overview energy. Jump back to that recent past, it's the Star. So something in the recent past, a month ago, a week ago, 3 months ago, offered you or provided you the opportunity to heal and build your hope, to have a renewed sense of like your belief in humanity. It's the Star energy is very much about the heavens and the angelic realm, and there is this beautiful angelic presence in this card, and believing that everything's going to be okay. Whatever it was you were going through in the past, you also had this really deep spiritual knowing that everything was going to be all right, and you were going to make it. You were going to make it through, and everything was going to work out for the best. It also very well could indicate that your star was rising. You were becoming famous. You were being acknowledged more and more. People were looking to you, Libra, as a source of wisdom, of information and knowledge. And in your current present day energy is Temperance, which is major arcana attributed to the sign of Sagittarius. And this is really a beautiful blending alchemy of transformation and changing a negative situation in your present current day in August to a positive one. Rearranging the way that things are looking in the physical realm because of spiritual activity. Like you're really praying about this situation. This could be work, this could be family, this can be anywhere that you really feel like there's been imbalance. And this is bringing it back into balance so that as you're opening into August, it feels like you're on level ground, like you're on solid, stable ground. And this is like a spiritual bartender, just blending until it's just right. And this feels good. I like this. Archangel Michael's present here, and Archangel Michael's job is to clear away obstacles, to remove things that get in your way from your spiritual progress. Archangel Michael cuts the cords and clears out the debris, and that's really what's necessary so that you can start with beautiful balance. Now, Libra, you are a sign of balance and equilibrium and order and structure as far as the mind and the communications are concerned. And this is beautiful, saying it's just really helping you to be on level ground, to be fair and square and start fresh. I love that you had hope and you had healing and your star was rising and you were really present. And then you jumped into August and you had this just level playing field. And the challenge is that you might really just still want to play and have fun and be free and not have any shackles that bind you. Might not want to be strapped down to a job or to a relationship or to something commitment related. You might just want to be footloose and fancy free. I just want to have a good time. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. And this is your challenge, because there is like structure and order and healing and level and moderate. And then here comes this player. The Knight of Wands is a player. And whether that is romantic or whether that is in the workplace, I don't want to do so much serious work right now. I just want to do what's the lightest form of work? How much vacation time do I have? I want to call out sick today because I just want to take my kids to the beach and I don't really want to be here. So Knight of Cups or Knight of Wands is always like trying to, in my opinion, escape. And they're just moving towards, well, that doesn't sound fun. I want to do this. So that might be like your alter ego, this very serious, beautiful, healed, wise Libra being tempted by player energy Or maybe you are being tempted by a player. Someone has entered your life and they are like enticing you to want to slip away to the hotel, want to go on a little weekend trip with me, maybe taking you off your focus. But on your mind is bringing you back to order and business and the everyday, and it's the Emperor. The Emperor is the embodiment of all four kings. It's also, like I said, it's like a CEO, it's a boss, it's a head cheese, a head honcho. It's God energy. The Emperor is very authoritative, very masculine. That's why it's kind of like big daddy energy. It's I wear the pants and I wear the boots and I've got the sword and I've got my will, and it's fire. It's attributed to the sign of Aries. And Mars is their ruler, the god of war. So as you can imagine, the Emperor doesn't mess around. If they say something, they mean it. And if you challenge them, they'll fight you. So don't challenge authority. And Libra, you're presenting as the authority. So whether you are a female or a male, this masculine energy is coming through very strong. Or like I said, you are just very much about what does God want for my life, if that's how you believe in practice. Under the surface is that 10 of Pentacles, that accumulation of wealth, knowledge, my health, my wealth, my money, my time. It's legacy energy. 10 of Pentacles really does indicate like there's been a passing of a very wealthy family member, and this is coming down to you. Maybe under the surface, you know that there is money coming your way when this beloved family member finally is passed on. And so you just kind of keep that under the surface. Like, I don't have that right now, but one day I will. I will inherit the home, the property, the bank account. You kind of know that there's something that it's like a squirrel kind of keeps the nuts for winter. You know that there's something that might save you in the future if you needed it to. In the future, energy is the 10 of Swords. This seems very unpleasant. This seems very backstabbing and betrayal energy. And it's a fact of life. It happens. We tell our secrets. We trust. We give our information, our trade secrets, our work, how we do our work, our copyright. We spill the beans. We talk to a friend. We then learn that the coworker, the competition down the street, they received something and they've used it against you. They've taken something that you thought you were doing in a trustworthy manner, and they showed that that's not the game they were playing. And so it feels like you've been stabbed in the back, like you've been betrayed, like you've been let down big time. And this is a culmination of that. It doesn't seem like it's going to go further. It seems like in the future, there is an awareness for you, Libra, that you trusted and you were wrong. And that's never pleasant. But once you know, you know. Once you see, you can't unsee. So while it hurts and while it doesn't feel good, it makes you wiser. That is for sure. I can speak to that. Your external energy is the 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is external to you. Somebody is being very stuck in their ways. They aren't really wanting to see what the future holds. They're just being very fixed on, but this is what I've always done. This is the way we always do it. When so-and-so was the boss, I never had to look at it like that. And so it's somebody that they feel like if they would just simply look at things from another angle, there would be some forward momentum. But it feels like you're dealing with like somebody stuck in their ways. Your internal energy is the King of Cups. You're just so loving and so kind and so empathic and empathetic. You are a master of your heart space, Libra. You have mastered the ability to feel calm and cool and collected, and you're not letting people walk all over you, get the best of you, even though it feels like there has been something that did betray and did let you down and did disappoint you. You are going to move on. You are going to take that as that's just how it is. That's life. Maybe you do address that person. Maybe you do say, I saw what you did. I heard what you did. I learned about what you said, and I'm disappointed. But now I know that, I know who you are. So thank you for showing me who you are. Appreciate that. And now I have more information so that I can operate, as my emperor self with a clear conscience that I've done the right thing and you may not have, but I'm going to just keep moving forward. The King of Cups, I just got this message that it's you basically saying, Libra, I'm just going to keep it popping, keep it pushing. I'm going to take that as a jab on the chin, as a chip on the shoulder. I'm going to just brush it off. I'm going to heal and move on. The star energy, the temperance energy, I'm going to move on. I have emperor energy on my mind. I've got 10 of Pentacles under the surface. Thank you for showing me who you are, but I am going to just continue to be my loving, beautiful, kind self. Thank you very much. It's masculine energy too. So it is a very action taking. Like I said, if it's you addressing the betrayal head on, not letting someone think that you're not going to call them out, but it doesn't mean that it's going to ruin your life either. You're going to keep it popping, keep it pushing. Your hopes and fears is the Magician. What this says, it's a major arcana attributed to the sign of Gemini. So it's your air cousin. But it says that you acknowledge your magical qualities. You understand that you're magical. You understand that you can manifest your destiny and manipulate your reality. And I'm not saying manipulate people, just manipulate reality. You can change the way you look at things and then the things you look at change. Does that make sense? The Magician calls upon the heavens. They also stand firmly footed to the earth and draw up that earth energy. They have all the tools available to them on the table. They've got their wands, their fire. They've got their cups, their emotion. They have their pentacles, their physical reality, and their swords. That's your element, and that's your thoughts, your mind, your cerebral abilities. The ability for you to manifest your reality. What do I want? Who am I? How do I manage what I'm seeing? It's as above, so below. So be very careful what you think about, because that's what you bring about. And it's very, very powerful. This beautiful figure 8 showing that it's infinite. It's infinite magic, infinite wisdom, infinite ability to change what you see. Magician, hope and a fear. We can be afraid of our power. We can hope for power. It's important that we don't misuse our power. It's a hope and a fear. Your final potential possible future outcome is the Six of Swords. This is, again, air energy. It's your element. It's the mental ability for you to, all this water represents your emotions. And because you're an air sign and your comfort zone is in your head, that's where you spend a lot of your time. When the emotional part of life gets to be too much, good or bad, it's time for you to put you and your loved ones, if you want, in a boat, figuratively, metaphorically, and sail away to calmer waters, smoother waters. Sometimes it's even good emotions that we just need to, okay, I need a little break. I need a timeout. I need to peace out from this because this is too much right now. And when I feel ready to circle back, I will. So your outcome here is wanting to just make sure that you're taking time out for yourself and maybe your special person or two, and you're bowing out for just a short time so that you can come back. And the temptation to Knight of Wands or be tempted by the Knight of Wands, I might need to circle back to that. I'm going to Six of Swords for a few, and I'll be back. I'm going to grab the Oracle cards. This is Moonology, and these are Oracle cards a little bit different than tarot. They are based on the phases of the moon versus numbers and elements and major arcana. So one more shuffle for you. And Libra, we have the full moon in Leo. Don't let your pride get in the way. The full moon in Leo, don't let your pride get in the way. This is your reading, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember that you can like, follow, subscribe, and share TikTok and over on YouTube. And your comments are always welcome. Thank you so much for your participation and your energy to the channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you again. Be blessed. Be well. We'll see you next time.